Let's do this. All right. Hey, how you guys doing? You had a little hiccup here in Facebook. Almost let you start like a half hour earlier in order to get going. Hi, guys. This is Dr. Greg here. Welcome to the Thursday Power Hour. Our topic for today is quarter lines. Quarter lines are hidden levels of support and resistance that can help you find low risk, high probability trading opportunities. Quarter lines are the key to successful trading. And I'm going to, in this presentation, I'm going to answer your questions about quarter lines, tell you how to put them on your chart. You don't need a special indicator, no special plugin. It's very simple. In fact, there's probably some EAs or other indicators that you can put on that can actually draw the quarter lines on your chart. And I'm going to show you how to use quarter lines. It's almost as you have, as you heard, it's like quarter. What's it? What is a quarter? What is a quarter? And I'll show you what a quarter is. I'm gonna talk about. No, I'm not talking about flipping. Hey, Greg, what are you gonna do? We're gonna flip a coin. This is a U.S. quarter of a picture of George Washington, our first president, right? This is an old quarter too. This is what year is this? This baby. Can't really see that, but I can see 1993 quarter, 25 cents. That number 25 is very important. Okay. And the number 25, it takes what, 4 quarters to make a dollar? Do I got 4 quarters here? Right? So I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about trading with this handful of money right here, right? Handful of money, right? 25, right? 2 quarters, 50, 50. Remember that, 50. Take 3 quarters, three is the magic number, 75. 75 cents, 25, 25, 25, 75. And watch this magic out of my ear. Look at that. 4 quarters. 4 quarters is $1, 1.00. So 00, 25, 50, 75. That's what we're going to look at on the charts. So it's as simple as counting money. Okay. With that, let me go ahead and share my charts. And again, welcome to all you guys who are new to the Live Forex Day Traders Den. My name is Dr. Gregory McLeod, and my doctor was, what are you a doctor of, Greg? I was like, Doctor of the Forex. No, my doctorate is in Christian leadership and Christian business from the Higher Place School of Atlanta, Georgia, Christian University. And I also graduated from UCLA, a bachelor's in English, right? So even an English major can learn how to trade, right? And I worked at one of the largest Forex broker dealers in the world, FXCM, as a currency strategist and analyst. So you can still find even after 10 years of being, after leaving the business, I'm 30-year trading veteran. I've been doing this for a really long time. So I'm going to share with you the secrets of quarter lines and quarter line trading, the hidden power with that, right? And so I hope you can hear my voice and see my screen. And let me go ahead and just check what's going on here. I'm going to copy my link. That's what I forgot to do. There's so many things to do in this technological thingy called. So let me go ahead and put this in here, right? How to trade quarter lines. I'm just going to do this really fast for the people of the group they can see, because right now it's probably showing my I'm going to ahead and post that. See at everyone, so everybody can actually get this notification of this presentation. Don't worry, you haven't missed anything. We're just getting warmed up, just talking to people about the quarter lines, and I'll go ahead and pin that. I'm gonna pin this post. Yeah, pin the post. Yeah, pin the feature. That way, people who are walking in will be able to see it. Walking in, right? Not really walking in, it's all virtual. And so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm gonna go to TradingView and share my charts with you, and let me get them all situated as well. So share. Hello. Okay. And we're going to do this. Let's go ahead and you can do this to 10 clean. And we're going to do this one chart, and I'm going to share. Come on, we are doing that. Okay. No, we're not going to share screen one. We're going to share advanced share, portion screen, and share, right? Okay, so this is a price chart, and I use Hikinashi candlesticks, but I'm not going to, that's a whole different lesson. We're just going to use regular candlesticks right now, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the moving averages. We're going to remove all indicators, all drawings, and this is TradingView, which I'm using right now. TradingView is really good. You don't really need TradingView. You can use any charting package, even the one on an MT4, Trade Locker, or MT5. Okay, so let me go ahead and see this, and so here we go. So this is a chart. This is a dollar. And I like to go out a little bit farther. I like going out to the daily chart. And what we're going to do, remember I told you about those, about the, the quarter line. So we're talking about the quarter line again, right? 25 cents, guys. Very simple. How do we draw quarter lines? Well, we're going to look for numbers that end in 25, right? Let's go down to a 4-hour chart. 4-hour charts are dealer charts, right? And I'm just going to simply use the horizontal line tool. Horizontal line tool is on the left-hand side. And I'm going to start, I can start with anything. Right here, look, we have our first quarter line at the very bottom. And if I can find it, right. Oh, wow, it's right there, right? 40, 48, 49, right? 49, and we can maybe settings, coordinates, and we could get more specific there, right? Now, there might be an easier way of doing this, but I'm going to show you how to do it by hand. 150, 50, 50 cents, 50. That's our first quarter line that we can draw. We can go 50. If you add another 25 cents there, that's a 75 center right there. So like 75, 74.8, right? It's like, really? I just want to, and it can be kind of laborious. And then after you add 25 cents to that, the 151.00, these are bankers levels. The bankers use these levels of support and resistance, in 25 pip increments, right? That's 25. There's another 50, right? So it may take a little bit of time to do this. And again, there's probably an indicator. I'll show you probably the super easy way. There's probably an indicator in the library. TradingView has tons and tons of indicators, which are very cool indeed. And they might even have something that draws quarter lines. And so 52.00, right? And 25. Now, like back in the day when we used pivot points, another type of support and resistance, we would draw them by hand. In fact, when I was a broker, I was researching all kinds of trading stuff and bringing it as a trading instructor. I would bring all kinds of new things. At the time, pivot points was very new. And so the people who were programming, they didn't really trade. They just programmed the platform. So when I said we need to have pivot points, they actually had dots. I'm like, dots, what's this? Oh, these are pivot points, Greg. Say, no, they're not. They're dots. Pivot points are lines. Why do they call them pivot points if they're lines? Why don't they call them pivot lines? No, they're called pivot points, okay? And so I actually I had to make a ticket on the platform. Can you imagine? The whole brokerage platform was changed because I brought it up that pivot points back in the early 2000s were not points, right? So I might be a pip off or so, and so don't throw me out the window. It's like, oh, Greg, if they hit 76 instead of 75, like, horseshoes and hand grenades, right? When we say horseshoes and hand grenades, because you don't have to be precise when you throw a hand grenade. See, it has a wide area of a big margin of error, right? So again, right? I'm just doing this by hand. I know it's kind of like, but you get the point. See, they end at 25. After 25 comes 50, right? And you say, well, why did you start at the bottom, Greg? I don't know. I'm already pot committed, so I'm committed to the process, okay? And look at that, 75, we got our first touch. but we got a bunch of touches back here. We'll go over those, right? So after 75, you said it. That's the answer. 0, 0. What's the next quarter line? 155, 20, 0, 0, 25. Good job. You guys are sharp today. Very sharp, right? Full house. What comes after 25? Come on, all you guys answer at once, okay? Don't be the 50. Good. Excellent. 25. Yeah, 25, 25. That's 50. 50. Now, it sounds like the count from Sesame Street. 50, 50. Ha, 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 ha. Okay. 50. What comes after 50? Add 25 to 50, and you got 75, right? 75. 155, 75. Look at that. Tag on that. Tag. You're it. What comes after 75? 0, 0. Whole number, round number. Oh, look at that. A doji right there. Look at that. All right. Add 25 to that. All right. That is 25, right? And we can move that a little bit to make it 0, 0. It's close enough. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Again, I'm going to show you a more precise way that's not so time consuming. So, Craig, this is painstaking. I can do this for every chart. It's like, don't worry, don't be a crybaby. You know, we used to draw this by hand on sheets of newspaper, on paper, butcher paper, right? You know, and we had to draw the candles in, and we had to wait for like a fax of the open and closed prices of the previous day, right? So we like almost like a crossword puzzle. Oh, I'm missing one, right? I'm missing no 0, 0, 25, 57, 0, 0. There we go. I was right on it. What comes after 0, 0? You got it. 25. 25. You say, oh, Greg, you're hurting me, man. I want to change the channel already. I know they say the average person has like 9 seconds of attention span, and they're already finding something else to do. They're probably on your phone, and you're missing out on stuff because you gotta focus, right? We can't teach you the entire like trading world technical analysis in 12 seconds, right? You gotta pay attention. You gotta get us some focus. And maybe that's what, I mean, typically when I'm working in mentorship, I have to get people to focus and stay focused on, because they will wander. They'll try to create their own systems. They'll get bored. They'll start making money and get bored. I had one guy cuss me out and write me this long letter. Greg, I want more systems. I want more different things to do. Like, dude, this is not the, a summer cruise, right? I'm not your activity director here, We're just trying to make some money. Wash, rinse, repeat, make money, and then go do something special. If you want to go, hiking or swimming or go to Chuck E. Cheese or Dave and Buster's, you want to throw axes, you want to go kayaking, do those things, but don't use your trading as entertainment. Trading is not entertainment. It is a way for you. For me, it's a 2-hour job. I enjoy this job. I enjoy it immensely. And I really enjoy talking to you guys and sharing with you about the markets and the different secrets and things that I learned about in 30 years of working for one of the large Forex broker dealer in the world. And I actually work for Pepperstone, that's like the #1 and #2 world's largest Forex broker dealers in the world. So you think I might have something important to say? Maybe. Maybe I'm just an old guy that is just full of himself, right? But I have people like Bill. Congratulations to Bill, who passed the Apex challenge, who didn't know a darn thing. He didn't know what PIP was. Didn't know what PIP was in February. Greg, what's a PIP? I'm like, oh my God, why are you in my class? I'm dedicated. I want to learn. It's like, all right, come on in, and so I'll show you. I'll make you proud. It's like, yeah, just make yourself proud, And all of a sudden, he busts out with this, hey, man, I passed this Apex challenge. I go, what you did? What? What the what? Yeah, it's like, wow, okay. He went from newbie to a $50,000 account in what? February, let's count March, forget February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 11 months. 11 months. 11 months he's working with a $50,000 account. Now, can you imagine, a lot of people go to technical school and trading school. You go to trade school, and then they say, okay, we provide job placement. And then, whatever you learn doesn't even work anymore. You have to be retrained when you get this job, whether it's cybersecurity or maybe it's welding or whatever not. You learn the stuff, you get a certificate. It takes you 2 years to get the certificate, and you're in the hole $4,000 or $5,000, and you got a certificate, and now you got to look for a job, right? And you're not making any money. At least with this, if you put in, 12 weeks to a year in Pip and Run, at least you can walk away with a $50,000 account. You get 10% on that. Our guys are doing like 10% per day, okay? 10% per day, which is fantastic. 10% of 50,000 is $5,000. You make $5,000 a day times 5 days a week. What's that? 25,000 a week times 4 is $100,000 a month times 12 is 1.2 million. You think you can live on that? Well, I tell you what, you need to sock half of it. If you're over 50 and you have no retirement, you need to sock half of that away until you turn 65, because you'll need $3 million or so to survive at your current level of income, because no one's going to hire you when you're 70 years old, except at Walmart as a greeter. And they have AI that can do that now. They have bots that can do that. So you're out of a job. So you better learn how to trade, because Social Security will be bankrupt by the time you get there, right? Anyway, I digress. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? Show me in the comments section that you think that's pretty. Come on. Give me some flowers or some dollar signs or something. Show me some love. Okay. Now, you can see how this all works out. So he says 4-hour chart. Now, let's drop down to where I like hanging out, the 5-minute chart, right? And let's stretch this out. Boom. There you go. Simple magic, baby. Simple magic. So what should I do? Okay, all right, gotcha. That's your question, right? Look, it's like an elevator. It's like Donkey Kong, old school Donkey Kong. Right? All right. Price almost came to this level. Let's start from here, all right? Price rally, strong rally, boom, at a quarter line, 56.50, and then 50, right? $0.50. $0.50 reversal, $0.50. So our target, our short, we can draw a trend line on this baby, right? A supply line. I'm going to teach about supply lines next week. Supply line, trend line break, color change, boom, you're in it to win it. Hey, Greg didn't quite touch the line. Well, I got a reversal Harami candlestick pattern, a pregnant pattern, baby, a pregnant pattern. There's skin on the belly, got a little skin right there, right? So I got a reversal candlestick pattern, and so I'm out of this, right? So let's take a look at your risk reward. So you got it on this candle, and then you use this special tool over here, short projection, right? And so right there, you put a stop up 4 or 5 pips. You gotta give it some room. You gotta give it time. You gotta give it breath, right? You can't just put your stop right there and be a cheapskate. You're gonna get stopped out. You gotta give the market a little bit of room. Well, I can't afford it. It's a big stuff. Well, lower your position size. Don't throw 10 standard lots in. Don't shoot your whole wad in on one trade, okay? Because you're gonna be palpitating. Your heart's gonna be beating, and when your heart starts beating, it means that you're too big in the trade, right? You're too big in it, and you don't have a plan, and you're gambling, all right? That 3 things? Yeah, that's 3 things, right? So you get your stop 4 or 5 pips above the high. So right there, 50, add 4. 4 plus 50 is 54, right? You don't want to put it at the nickel. 55, like maybe 54.7, right? So that's your stop, right? And then you're gonna aim for the next line. However, remember, sometimes these things come a little short. You go for it, but if you see a reversal candle, what didn't go to my target? Well, if it doesn't go to your target, don't go to Walmart, because you'll end up at Walmart holding it. The moment the thing starts to bail or starts to move sideways, I get color change candle looking sideways at me, and I'm this close. Believe me, I understand. But bro, support line is supposed to get there. No, it doesn't. The market can do what it wants to. You've got an educated guess where it might go, okay? And quarter lines gives us that edge. But I've been doing this for 30 years, and I screwed up. Greg screwed up. He sure did. I'm scalping the dollar CAD crushing dollar CAD. I'm taking it up. I'm taking it up. Gets up to here, and I have my target there, and I am down $11. And I just made 17% on my account. Okay. So, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm so tired. I'm trading with a friend. And I said, and he goes, and it's like, well, Greg, you got 100% win rate, 70%. Don't let this trade mess your. I'm going, it's only $11. I should just cut it, cut the loss, right? I'm only down $11, and this thing is coming close to resistance. No, I said, oh, it'll spike. I'm going to go to bed. That thing dropped like 75 pips on me. I'll wake up in the morning, take a look at it. I go, oh, where's the trade? Oh, snap. Dollar CAD dropped. That, that $11, it hurt me, right? So yeah, no, if you're close to your target, take it, right? Don't hold out for it. Don't be stubborn, right? You gotta be flexible. Sometimes it'll hit exact. For instance, let's say this trade would have netted, okay, what it actually did, it gave us a 2.41 risk to reward, right? So we basically, for every dollar risk, we made $2.40. Not bad. Let me know in the chat box if you like that. Show me some dollar signs. If something resonates with you, something that you agree on, something that you say, hey man, amen, type a dollar sign. Dollar sign is my amen, okay? So here we go. We got price dropping down here. And then we have this lower low, and then we have this kind of a reversal here just before this, right? I draw a trend line on that baby, right? Because the dollar is really an uptrend, and I get long on the break. My stop is a little wide because I'm going to go behind that line, but I'm going to target the old high. I know it's like, 2020, Greg, look, and like these lines go back into the past. You can see why I drew them like I did. It's because they respect, look at this, I'm going back and back and back. And these lines, these quarter lines are respected. They're respected. Look at the respect. There is respect. Even though I drew those lines on that chart, I extended them in the past, and they are, price is responding, break, response. So if it broke, you get long, boom, you got that. Reverses, get short, boom, it went back down 2 lines. It'll go 2 deviations, maybe like it'll go 50 cents, 75 cents, right? So I'm calling them cents, but it's not, right? I'm just calling that each one is a quarter, and quarter is 25 cents, then this is 75 cents from here to here, right? So you've got these areas where, look at this, consolidation here, your buy support, sell resistance, buy support, sell resistance, then the break, and we break down to the next one. That's 25 pips. If you can catch 50%, of this move, 50% of 25, well, you're gonna catch 12 and a half pips. Not bad. 12 and a half pips. I'm gonna drop 10 standards on that. 12 and a half pips is gonna be, $1,200 for me, right? But if you drop a standard lot, it's $125. That's not bad, right? 125, you do that 2 or 3 times, you make $375. Who cares, right? $375. I was making $175 as an English teacher. 8 hours on my feet with wonderful kids. I love the kids. Don't get me wrong. I love the kids. It was the administration and the bureaucracy I didn't like, but because I was a rebel, because I was teaching the kids how to trade, right? So I figured out in order to have control of my life, I needed to actually be, he who has the goal, he who has the goal makes the rules, right? I'm going the wrong way. Okay, yeah. So now I go to schools, I work with kids, right? I can work with kids on the outside instead of being bound by the classroom. I come in and kids come to me on their lunchtime. I'm able to teach them stuff like this, right? So I get to do what I want to do because I only do this 2 hours a day and I have the rest of the day free. But I have students in Pip and Run that I dedicate my life to as well. They invest in their learning, they're investing in themselves. And so when they invest in themselves, I give them a lot more of my time and attention. In fact, I'm almost on call 24 hours a day. I've got people right now, hey, did you answer my question, Greg? And it's like, So I've got hundreds of people that I work with, right? I'd love to see you as one of them. But I'll help you out here in Facebook world. But if you want more of my help, just drop me a line. Just DM me and say, hey, Greg, I want to work with you, and and let's talk, right? So go back to here, 25 cents, right? You've got some resistance, and then so you've got this. I'm trying to find where my line where I drew it, right? So there we go. All right. So we're here, right? Price drops, look, gap down, rally again. So you've got a sell, you got a downtrend channel. You can draw a downtrend channel and then take that sucker all the way down to the next line. And guess what? We take profit right there. Let's say we got long here. We can take our tool, our long tool here on TradingView. I'm using TradingView charts for those of you who came in late. Now, I use a swing low and then 4 pips below that. So that's 28, subtract 5, and that gives me 23, right? So 23 is my stop, which is just below the line, this area of I got protection right there. If price turned around, it's going to have a trend line, a channel line. So I got 3 levels of barrier between my stop and price action. And so what happens? We get long, hit the top, we hit that, I might have taken, if I got long at 33 and I got to 50, that's 17 pips on a standard lot. That's $170. And if you're trading like 0.1, it's cool, $17, because you can stack 17, $20 at a time. It's faster than picking up bottles and cans. And if you're making $20 an hour or $30 an hour, well, look, if you could do this in an hour, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You do this in 35 minutes? At 35 minutes and in 17 pips, you're making $17 and $34 an hour. Okay, that's not bad. If you did it in 35 minutes, start doing the math on that, right? So no shame in a 0.1 lot, right? And if you're in some economy where you're eating bananas and stuff like that, and you live in having electricity, if you can make $1.70, in some of these countries, it's a lot of money, right? It can go very far. So it's just a matter of scale, finding a system. If you're using the quarter line system, which I'm showing you absolutely free, no charge. And actually, if you go to my YouTube channels and type in quarter lines and Greg McLeod, you'll find my other quarter line video. But this is actually real-time examples because this is going on right now. This is January 22nd, actually. So it's yesterday's, okay? So we got price breaking here. We've got there, so we got actually, so this was not a super risk to reward gain here. What we got going? This is 1.58 to 1, like 1.1 to 6, 1 to at least 1 to 1.6, and that barely makes my minimum, right? But usually, if we have an old high back here, we could look for the old target, right? So, and if we're here, let's say we held that trade, and that's a 3.95 to 1 risk to reward, right? We're at a quarter line, we're at the 50, and we're going for that 75. That's another 25 pips on top of that, right? So, don't know if it gets there or not. And boom, we hit it, right? We hit it. We hit this quarter line. You can see how this line held, right? There was consolidation there. Now, you would normally, let's say you didn't have quarter lines, you would see this and not even know what was going on. What was going on? I don't know. It's hanging at 56.50. It's the 50 line. And they're accumulating, buying up property, buying up all the property, right? Pulling permits. And then they announce, we're opening a Walmart in the area and putting in lights and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, the real estate prices jump up, right? Right? And then all of a sudden, people want to buy, right? And these guys who bought here are selling to these guys. They sell and it pulls back. It sells and pulls back. These guys are accumulating. They're gathering inventory. They're gathering, like, for instance, if you're selling soup or sofas or whatever, rugs, you have all these rugs, you have an inventory. And when you have a sale, right, that's your sale, then people start buying. Now you have demand. This is demand, right? This is a demand line. Every time price comes down, oh, people buy, right? They're buying. Now we have an accumulation of supply, right? Why? Because we've got all these people who have sell stops or sell limits at 75. This is a resistance area. So if I'm long over here, I'm getting off at 73. Maybe my take profits at 73 or 72, right? I might not get out at this line. So I always want to be like a pip or so below the quarter line, right? Remember, we're talking about quarter lines here, and you can look at the numbers 50, 25, 0, 0. Look, we rallied. The market basically said, okay, if I were on the floor and this is the desk and the pit boss or the dealer walks over, dealer goes over, Greg, we're going to take price up to 75 tonight. Get your people in. All right, guys, 75. Let's do it. All right, guys, let's do it. 75 hit. Boom, 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 boom. We're just pressing the button. Bye. Okay, guys, let's get them out. Get everybody out. We're getting everybody out, and all you guys are like, oh, man, look, it's an uptrend, higher highs and higher lows. You pile in because we need liquidity to get out. Our good customers got in back here and here, right? And now we got inventory because these guys want to get out, right? So they're selling all their inventory out to these guys here. And these guys are stuck. They bought at the high of the market. How many of you guys were ever caught in that real estate thing back in 2008, right? Where, the houses were up in 2006 and 2005. People, their dogs are writing letters to the lender. Oh, please. They got ninja loans, no asset, no income loans. And the real estate market is in a frenzy. And then everybody, smart money is unloading everything, right? And then all of a sudden, hey, I'm going to try to sell my house for 56, 70, 67. No takers. 65, no takers. There's sale signs, all these sale signs. Oh no, I need to lower my price. And now you're upside down, right? And now you got to sell it short, right? Yes, you have a short sale. Well, that's a short sale, right? You're underwater. You're upside down in the mortgage. Well, that's what's going on here, right? The people on the desk know the target. You don't even know what the target is. You just think, oh, well, where's it going to go? Where do you think it's going to go? Let me look at the chat room. Well, let me go ahead and YouTube. Let me go on a live stream. Hey, let's go to the Discord or a Telegram group. Hey, they're going here. The answer was in your pocket. The quarter. The lowly quarter was your answer right here. Hey, where is it going to go? Quarter line. Really? Yeah. You're a quarter. You don't know anything, right? I'm just going to flip you. Tails, I go long. Heads, I go short. Huh. Right? Does this make sense to you? Is it making sense? Show me some dollar signs in the box. I can't really see your responses. My computer is like, what are you trying to do, Greg? You're trying to, overload the system. So I'm going to see if I can find. I just got a thumbs up. I got a thumbs up with a Band-Aid on it from Facebook. I'm like, do we get any respect around here? Okay, I'm gonna try to log into the group. Will let me in, and let me see if you guys, anybody saying anything. Short jackers, Alex Jeffries, one of the internet marketing's top professional coaches, is there. My mentor. Nanette Kruger, how you doing, sweetie? Quarters theory. Yeah, that's theory because we don't know if it works or not, right? But it's working, right? Big shout out. I want to thank you guys for liking posts and being interactive. Nanette, she's brand new, coming in and real active. Shirt Jackers is always Shirt Jackers. You just signed for mentorship. Shirt Jackers has known me for like 10 years. When are you gonna join, bro? Come on, man. I'll take you to the next level. Here we go. I love you. Thank you so much for your support. And the Jeff Colonel Jeff. Colonel Jeff gave me this really cool Minuteman missile. He gave me this is not a quarter, boy. This is like, bam, you know? It has the red, white, and blue. There you go. Minuteman missile protecting Iron Dome, baby. USA. Anyway, drop down support, 56.50, boom, double bottom. Look, bounce, reversal, rally, drop. What happens next? Well, guess what? We're either going to break and drop to 25 or bounce from 50 back to 74. That's it. That's what's going on, right? Boom. Oh, bounce. Boom. But let's see. Does it? Lower swing high is always a warning because you get this weird pattern called a head and shoulders, right? You look at shoulder. You got shoulder over here. You got the head over there. Head and shoulders. I'm not talking about shampoo. I'm not talking about dandruff, you know. Alex doesn't have enough hair for that. But anyway, do bald people get dandruff? Let me know in the chat box, right? Left, head, shoulder, and we have the neckline, right? Got this like neckline, right? So basically the head, shoulders, pattern is like, hey, we made a high. Yeah, let's do this. Let's take it north. And a bunch of sellers come in and said, nah, you're not going up. I'm too tired. Let's go back. Let's go down here, right? But let's see. Next candle, next bar, another red candle, bull. It's a simple game of bulls versus bears. The bulls are green. Bulls have horns and they hit up with their horns, right? Bears, they have claws and they paw things down. When they attack, they hit down. That's where we get bulls and bears. Bulls hit up, bears click down. And I always keep the same colors. I know a lot of people lay out blue and fuchsia and teal candles. I keep it simple. Red light, stop. Green light, go. Everything is red or green with me, right? So I keep it simple. I need as much visual confirmation as possible, right? When you lose money, you have red numbers. When you have winning, you have blue. You have blue numbers in MT4, but on the green numbers on most things, right? So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Another red. Indecision. These long wicks are indecision. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Slow liquidity. It's Asia session, or actually we're just entering the German Frankfurt Open, right? And we're bouncing. We're bouncing. Oh, maybe that shoulder went a little higher. You know, maybe it's like more like a Quasimodo, you know, like Hunchback of Notre Dame, right? Rally up, A, B, C. Do we have a see you later to the downside? Oh, A, B, C. Yell later. Bounce. Oh. Now, London Open, 3 a.m. Eastern time is 8 a.m. in London. This is the most liquid part of the market. And usually we get a directional move right there, right? And look, everything's happening at the quarter line, right? Now we can find a quarter line indicator. You guys would be golden, right? And I can find one absolutely free. And we're going to go searching for one in just a minute. So stay with me, okay? But I drew all these by hand. If you missed it, just rewind it, just move it on over, and then we can see that, right? So there we go. Rally at the Open of London, right? Break south, chop, market open. Lower, we got some lower lows. We have a trend channel, trend channel. Say trend channel 10 times fast, right? Trend channel, right? Or hold your tongue and say, I live in a pirate ship. Ha! That's a funny one. All right. Remember, I taught middle school, so I have a middle school sense of humor. Anyway, rally, break below the 50. Rally, we want to take the 50 out, right? Got to go for a first down. Rejected. The Bears have intercepted the ball, and they could go all the way. Touchdown. 25, right? But like I said, this was a bearish pattern, right? It did continue. If you put a stop above the high, it might have got stopped out. But this was a bearish pattern, the head and shoulders pattern, right? They failed to make a new high. Remember, bulls always want to hit their horns up, and they want to hit another quarter line. They want that one. They want 0-0. They didn't get 0-0. They got less than 0, 0. They got 67. Then it went 58. Then it went 54. Then they tried the 50 held. And then boom, that's 25 pips right there. 25 pips, $10 a pip, $250. $250 times, 5. What is that? 4 is 1,000, $1,250 a week times 4, $5,000. $5,000. You catch something, a move from quarter line to quarter line, really easy. You made $5,000 for the week, right? A nice move. You're not done yet. You're not done yet, right? And how long did it take? This is a 5-minute candle, a 5-minute chart. So each bar takes 5 minutes to finish. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's like multiplication rock, right? 40 minutes. 40 minutes to make $250. Not bad, huh? Right? Could you do it again? Well, yeah. Because look, price is trying to close below. Because why? The bears are pawing things down. They want to buy a new cave, get some more honey, make some berries, right? And they go, let's go down to 0, 0, right? But, my market maker guy comes in and goes, Greg, we got a bunch of people at 25. We want to take 50 out again. We want to shake them out, shake and bake to 50. Oh, got long, right? Trend line break, supply line, supply, more demand than supply. Let's put our buy sell indicator there. Our stop 3 or 4 pips below the spike low. And then we got to target the old high, right? 25 pips, right? Can we make it? Can we make it? Out. Tag. You're it. Ring the bell, baby. Right? Another $250, right? If you get right in, maybe, let's say you got plus or minus 20 pips on this, right? Still, $200 on a standard lot. If I drop 10 standard lots on this is a $2,000 move. I'm done. I am so done. I am in bed. Hey, Greg, the market's still moving. I don't care. Because why? Because I want to get in bed and do the wild thing. No, get some sleep, right? Why? Because the market's always there. There's always another tube leaving the station, right? That's what they call it in England. They call it the tube. Why I'm in London session, right? And guess what? 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Eastern time is London lunch. Usually there's a reversal. But I don't know. Let's see. Maybe they get their sardine chips, fish and chips, or maybe you're getting some type of kebab or something, some shawarma, right? And then, we got a break. A lot of times you see a fishing expedition on the break, right? I'm taking my money. I don't care because for it to reach 74 on the first move, nah, maybe not. Okay. But I could be wrong, right? So we already took this trade. I'm going to remove it, right? And we got out. And we're here. Now what? Oh, a reversal candlestick pattern. Huh, silly me. How did I did not know that, right? At the 50, right? Why? Because people are like, hey, man, look, it could be a breakout. Like, no, maybe not. I don't know. But at this point, I got a reversal candlestick pattern. I have a wick. I'd like to see one more closed candle just to make sure. You want to trade on closed candles which form, which means I got to wait another 5 minutes, right? I got to give this 5 minutes, and I wait for 5 minutes. I got a green candle. Oh, and it's almost as tall as the other one, right? So now I got a demand trend line, right? And I actually got a closed candle. So does it break and keep going to the 75 again? Maybe we get maybe, I think we get a reversal, but let's see. I don't know. You got to watch this because sometimes we get this fishing expedition. You want to see price pull back. You might not get it, but you always want to buy the dips in an uptrend. So let's see if we get a dip. Well, there's a little doji there, a little spinning top. Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Bam, right on the line, back to the 50 again. So if you got excited, oh man, it's breaking out. They want to do that. This is like they throw out the bait, right? Like they're chumming the water, like when you go fishing. You throw some, what are you throwing all the bait out there? Why don't you put a hook on that? No, this is to draw the fish to you, right? So they'll throw a candle out there to draw the fish in, and you go, oh man, it's a breakout, man, it's breakout, breakout. It's like, okay, go ahead, sucker. right? You buy the breakout, and then it draws you back in the trap, right? This is a bull trap. You go, trap, right? So you got caught in the trap, right? And it's pulling back. Now what's going to happen is you go, oh, okay, it's breaking south. Bears are in control, right? And then you think it's going to go down to here. Probably not. This is we can use fibs, but let's say we go to half. Half of the 25 is 12 and a half. So you can put like a midpoint line in here and see what happens, right? Oh, I don't want to put that. Oh, the green candle. See, but draws you in, trap, and it does. It goes right back. We fish people out on a fake breakout, and then we drew people back down to what? To the quarter line, right? Something like that, right? I'm drawing my trend line all the way up, and I got a break right there. I probably would have taken the closed candle right below the 50 line and took that. But I've already made money here. This is easy money. This is money from the London Open, from the London people coming to work, the operators coming to work in the office, in the money center, and then they take it out, right? And look at this. What time is it, guys? You tell me what time it is. 7:15. It is noon in London. It is lunchtime. So what are they doing? I'm not gonna hold. I've eaten $50,000 pastrami's where I left the trade open to go. We left that trade open. I'll be fine. Go to lunch, come back, and underwater $50,000. Okay, most expensive sandwich I've ever had. Okay, so you're gonna find a lot of traders will close out their positions and price will fall, not because of some big fundamentals. They is hungry, right? And they don't want to have any open positions during lunch. He said, well, Greg, there's computers and AI bots, and no one's going to lunch anymore. You don't understand that these large language models, AIs, are programmed from previous price data for decades. And all it does is learn what has been going on for the past 50, 60, 70 years of it's been learning, and it just behaves in the same way that it's done. So even though there is probably nobody taking their lunch or they're eating at their desk, whatever not, the market will act like human beings are still in the market, even though there may not be very many of them left, okay? I got a conversation with my students. I said, watch this thing. The liquidity is going to reverse, because it's lunchtime. It's not, but everything's AI bots. But what do the AI learn from? They learn from their human masters who at lunch. So if price reverses at 7, let us reverse at 7. It doesn't know that people were taking lunch. All they look at the chart and see that at this point at 7 a.m., the positions reverse, right? I know because I've eaten lunch or I've observed. I'm not in London, but if I'm trading on the desk in New York and I'm seeing London turn volume, well, then I'm going to know. I'm going to look at the clock. I'm going to look at my London clock. I'm going to see 12 noon, and I'm going to say, I'm not taking any new positions now because it's going to get choppy because they are going to go to lunch. Now, when they come back from lunch, guess what? Joe in New York is getting off the subway and he's heading into the office. Oh, but Joe got laid off because of AI. So guess what? While Joe was trading, the AI was learning what Joe was doing for years and years and years, right? Joe's granddaddy probably died on the desk and had a heart attack. Art Cashin just recently died, a great trader, but all the trades that he's made and all the data gathered by the exchanges and on price charts as all part of the large language model called AI. And so AI doesn't know anything different. It just learns from all of us. And when we participate, well, ChatGPT is free. Yeah, but you're giving your experience, your data, your ideas, you're giving it to this a big child who's learning and sucking all your information in so it can replace you. Okay? That's how it is. So it's like, how can we get data for free? We'll offer the service for free. And everyone will put their data in. So all the books and all the literature and all the trades and everything, all the ideas of mankind have been given to this sentient, not sentient, but this computer, right? So it behaves like we behave, right? They can mimic your voice. It can mimic your actions. It can mimic the way trading is happening, even though the reason is not, reversal is not because of actual people eating lunch. AI doesn't need a lunch, but it knows that part of the large language model is at 7 a.m., we get reversals to lunch. At noon Eastern time, we'll get reversals for lunch. At 10 Eastern time or some 10 at night, we're going to have reversals for Asia, right? And it don't make straight stuff. So look at this. Price drops. We hit the 25 line, pull back. Now, this is the type of information that I drop on my Pip and Run Mentorship students every Tuesday at 7 p.m. In our private group coaching session. We get 2 hours group coaching with me, plus 1 hour a month, so about 3. So you get 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 hours of me working with you. Now you can see why my students just rock. They kick butt. You know, they have tremendous results because they're benefiting from 30 years of my experience, which I'm pouring into them. Why? They invested in themselves, invested in our training, and then I invest my knowledge into them. It's a great swap because they'll make so much more money than I can never charge them, right? I could charge them $1 million, still wouldn't be enough money because I've had guys make 15 million, okay? So, and it's information that once you learn, they can never take from you, right? They can lay you off, they can fire you, they can do all this stuff, but they can't take what's up in here, right? And you can pull up, all you need is a chart and a Wi-Fi, be anywhere in the world, drop somewhere. You might get a part-time job, make $400 or $500, throw it in a brokerage account and scale it up to like $1 million, right? Because you have the power to do that. That's why they call traders the masters of the universe. If you read Stock Market Wizards by Jack Schrader, he calls traders the masters of the universe because they can literally alchemy from digital, take virtually nothing and turn it into money, all right? What a great, no inventory, no ads, no employees, no customers. It's the perfect business, right? Again, reach out to me, say you want to work with me in the chat box, in the comments, and let's have a conversation. Let's see if I can help you unplug from the rat race because it's going to get real cheesy after a while. All right, here we go. Break 25. We fell down to the 10, 56.10, right? What time is it? It's 8:45. The hour is coming up. New York Stock Exchange is getting ready to open. What happens? They come back from lunch. Lunch is over, right? 2-hour lunch. Oh my God, what a bunch of slackers, bunch of wankers. 2 hours for a lunch. Let's get back into business, right? Bounce, pull back. But we also at 8:30 news. The stock market at 8:30 news, pull back, higher low, bounce at the 25 zone again. If we look for a break of the zone, we maybe look for the 50, right? A higher low, we have a triangle. We talked about triangle patterns before. So we have a higher low and a breakout from a triangle because why? The bears failed in their job to get to 0-0. They were supposed to break 25, and the bears' goal is get down to 0-0. That's their first down marker. That's their touchdown, their end zone. They're trying to push the ball down here. Did they do it? They tried. Then they tried again. No go. Usually when you have a higher low, a failure swing, and they can't get down here, it usually goes to the next level, right? And might go to the 50 or it might go to the 75. It's not 100%. Nothing's 100%. You want 100%, go get a CD at the local bank, right? And let's see, right? So I'm going to place a stop below my swing low, right? Maybe 4 or 5 pips below that. And then look, if I have to have a big stop like that, I usually try to get a bigger target. I can set targets really easy. I'm going to go, I can take off 2/3 or half at 50 or look at 75. Let's see. Boom. Keep going. Okay, came really close. Oh, it wicked down. It wicked down, and we were stopped out. But look at that. Look at that failure, right? Up, the failure swing price rallied up. This was a full body green candle, and we had rejection. We had basically another head and shoulders, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder, and then the break of this became the neckline. We broke that, right? And we could have had our stop a little closer if we had our stop up there instead. So we got stopped out on this. And then, but look, the Bears did get control. They did get down to they got to 0-0. And if they're taking it down there and they fail to get back up in here, well, then we'll probably hit that. We'll hit the 50s with the 50, 55, 75. Maybe. Do we get there? No, we got down to 86, which is 75 is here. We rallied to we have a mid support area there. I mean, that right here, right? 09 price dropped, broke, rallied to that level. And then what do we do? Do we get that? Do we get there? Yep, we get to 75, right? We broke down, rallied, which is a really good entry here, where price rallies up to the 50 or the 0-0, bankers resistance, 156 spot 0-0, whole number, round number, resistance, price break, target 75, right there is 25 pips right there, right? Now, this little janky stuff in here, there's a 11 o'clock lunchtime, noon, right at noon. Let's close these positions out, right? And look at that. Tag, you're at 75. We're roughly at we're at 3 p.m. Eastern time, and it's like 2 hour before the stock market closes, and you got people heading home. London is closed, right? London's gone home. Europe is closed. Asia's not open yet, so you just have the guys who are coming back from lunch. So you have drastically lowered liquidity, and I'm done. I don't try to trade past noon. Occasionally, if I'm sleeping late, I'll wake up and say, oh, you know what? Where am I? I'm at 75. Well, let's hear if we can hit 0-0, right? Oh, we hit 0-0. Maybe we can hit, I probably wouldn't have the 09 here because I wouldn't that be that granular. Can we hit 25? Can we hit 25? We pull back sideways, sideways, sideways. And halfway point between the 0-0 or the between 0-0 and here, and then we bounced off 0-0 again. A lower high though, I mean that head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder, we could see price move again. But does it? Right? But do we get there? And we hit it. Look. And that's where we are. Hey folks, perfect timing, right? We're at 8:01, perfect timing. We went from 75 to 0-0. That's 25 pips, guys. 25 big pips, $10 a pip, $250 move. Right? I'm going to remove this middle line. No, that's the 0-0 line. This is my middle line, right? Remove that line, right? And then another $250 right there, right? Another $250 right there. That's a $500 move, right? From here to here. Now, technically it is, but remember at 1700, you're going to have the spreads are widening out. It becomes very illiquid, very choppy in here. And so it might have been very hard to hold it here, right? So, and I don't trade that late anyway. So I would have been done. This is like 3 o'clock. I probably would have been done here, right? But you can look at it very clearly that, each one of these sections is 25 cents or 25 pips, $250, right? And it's a lot easier to manage your targets and everything using quarter lines. That's how powerful they are. So if you liked what you heard, and this is just one piece, it's not even part of Pip and Run, and it's an extremely powerful way for you to, if you need to make enough money to go to Pip and Run, you get a couple of these, and we get you on a payment plan, and you can take advantage of our current offering. So make sure if you want to hear about it, and I can show you in our compound day trading webinar. I can one-on-one webinar, really, in which I walk you through it, answer your questions, and show you how Pip and Run actually works, how our process, our three-step process to take people from amateur trader or not knowing anything in trading. I really like working with people that don't know anything because they're a clean slate, like Bill. Bill didn't know anything, and I didn't have to worry about what about this, what about order blocks, and what about for the price channels or order blocks. And like, no, we don't use any of that stuff. You want to use stuff that works, right? Anyway, I digress. I love you guys. I wish you all the best. And let me know in the chat box what your big takeaway is regarding quarter lines. Remember, the quarter line is your friend. Let it tell you what the next profitable trade will be. Again, my name is Dr. Gregory McLeod, and I approve this message. Visit us at elitetradersuniversity.com. Peace and pips. Cheers. Bye.
If you felt a spark here and want to see how these principles can be used in your own trading, go to www.elitetradersuniversity.com/apply to book a free session with our team. We have helped hundreds of people remove the frustration and obstacles in trading to become consistent, highly profitable traders. These are proven principles that just work. Happy pipping!